Go ahead and read this example, please, Channing.
Jamal invests $22,000 in a savings account that earns 1.75% simple interest annually. How much will he have in the account after 3 years?
Beautiful. Let's start with what they're asking us to find. What are they asking us to do or to find?
How much will he have in the account after 3 years?
Beautiful. They're looking for us to find how much he will have in the account. So walk me through that a little bit. After 3 years, what money is going to be in the account, Channing?
So we have the $22,000 is
Yeah,
what
absolutely. The original amount he put in, the $22,000, will still be in the account. He's not taking that out. What else will be in the account?
the interest.
The interest. So it's related, right? The interest rate and the interest in dollars is related. But the rate is just how you figure out how much money you'll actually pay. So when I say the interest, I mean the dollar interest.
Yes.
Percents can't go into an account. Percent is not a dollar. Nobody's going to put some percents in my account.
Yeah.
So the interest will be in my account plus the original $22,000. Okay, sweet.
Okay.
How do I go about solving this problem now that I know what will be in there?
We need to find the formula.
Yes, wonderful. I need to use the formula. Why do you know I need to use formula? What are you looking for here?
Because you need to find the interest.
Exactly. We've got a simple interest formula on the GED formula sheet that'll give us the directions for how to find interest so we don't even have to remember it ourselves. Beautiful. Okay, so hit up that formula sheet for me, Channing. What is the formula for finding simple interest?
I equals PRT.
Beautiful. Thank you. The first step everybody should always do when we're using formulas is to just write down your formula. Now, I always get students who ask me, Kate, are they going to check my work on the GED? No, they're not going to check your work. You could skip this step. I would never know. The GED will never know. They're only going to ask you for the answer. But if you skip this step, you're more likely to make mistakes and more likely to be ill prepared for college. Okay, so
Okay.
write the formula.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Now what, Channing?
Substitution.
Yeah, we need to do that substitution step. Beautiful. Where we plug in the known values into our formula. Cool. So what do we know, Channing?
So I equals
So I is the interest. We don't know it, so we'll leave it an I.
P is the principal, 22,000.
$22,000 is the amount that we originally invested. It is the principal.
So then put a parentheses because it's times.
Good. How'd you know the P and the R were timesing, Channing? What in the formula showed you that?
Because it's together, smashed together.
Beautiful.
Then the rate is 1.75%.
Good. And we will keep that percent sign because percent is actually math to do. So either you do it or your calculator does it, but somebody needs to deal with the percent.
And
Now
then the T is for the time. So it's going to be 3 years, and you multiply it because it's smashed together.
Beautiful.
Okay, and then on the calculator, 22,000 with no comma and parentheses, 1.75, and then second green button, and then the percent, and then close parentheses, and then open parentheses, 3 close parentheses, enter 1,155.
Cool. So we just found out that the I, the interest, is equal to 1,155.
Yes.
Okay, and that's 1,155 what? Because we want a unit in our solution.
That's dollars, $1,155.
Good. This formula finds the interest in dollars, and that is your solution. Now, I can't tell you how many GED students are so proud of themselves. They say, Kate, I remembered how to use formulas. I remembered the percent button. I remembered the unit. I'm doing so well. But they forget to find what the problem asked them to find. So let's go back and consult our problem. Are we done yet, or is there more to do? What did they ask us to find?
how much will he have in the account after 3 years? So we found the extra money, 1,155.
Good, he'll have that interest. $1,155 interest will be in the account, and he'll have something else in the account. What else will be in the account? Oh,
$22,000.
good. The original amount he put in there will still be in there, of course. Nobody took it out. So now any thoughts about how if he has 22,000 and then he gets another 1,155, how I could put that together mathematically?
That we need to add.
There we go. Bingo. Sometimes when we're finding a total, we multiply. Sometimes when we're finding a total, we add. If we just have two little lumps of money that we want to put together, we're just going to add them. Nice job.
So $23,155.
Beautiful. Great job, Channing. Nice. I just can't stress enough how important practice is to learning math. So don't just stop here at watching a video. Head on over to my website, the GED Math Crash Course. Link is down there in the video description. And get your practice on. Check your answers. Make sure you're ready and prepared come test day. And I just want to thank everybody who supports this ministry of helping students who've long struggled be able to finally get their GEDs and pass this test. It really is making a difference. And so thank you to those who support me on Patreon. Thank you to those of you who've bought me a coffee, as they say. And if you want to be able to do that, I've got the URLs up here on the screen. And just from the bottom of my heart, I so appreciate you supporting the work that we're doing. Happy learning.